it's Karen from the Lake Stamper here in Michigan. I'm a demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And if you see some items you like, they'll be listed below, and feel free to shop to your heart's content. And if you like what you see, smash that subscribe button. Well, today it's a fall day here in Michigan. So when it's a fall day, let's do some homemade chili, which is on the oven right now. Had my nails done in fall colors. I know. And we're going to do paper pumpkin, the gift of fall. And it's the wonderful, wonderful paper pumpkin. And actually, I have one available. If you purchase $75, the very first person that does that is going to get the whole gift before the holidays for fall. And it's amazing. It has all of this beautiful stuff inside of it. It's a wonderful kit. It has everything you've ever wanted, from cards to envelopes to the bags that we're going to be doing today, and the stamp set, as well as directions on how to actually do exactly what they want you to do here. And then you'll have so much left over, honest to gosh, because you see here's all the directions. You'll have so much left over, you're going to want to make whatever you like. So remember, you buy 75, you've got this coming to you this week, next week, okay? That'll be great to send this off to somebody. And here's some of the envelopes that I have that go with it. This is just to show you. These are the envelopes. They're so, so pretty. And then here's the card stock. Here we go. And there's plenty here. I mean, there is just an array of how much. I think there's 6 of these craft bags. There's 180 gold sequins. I know, 180. There's dimensionals that come with it. There's the stamp set, the Mary Merlot ink. There is the 100 dimensionals. There is 10 yards of binding ribbon, which is this beautiful yellow ribbon right here. Okay. Then there's the twine. Don't forget the twine. And then there is 12 sheets of die cut leaves. Oh, I've got to show you that. There's all of these right here. So we're going to do a few cards and a few craft bags. I'm really digging the craft bags. I'm going to be using these for the fall. I did some die cutting, and I did some great die cutting using my seasonal layers, and really just 2 pieces. The leaf is all you need. I did some delicata on here with some embossing, and this one came out so pretty. And then these tags they're part of the series, as well as the round tags, as well as the burgundy tags, as well as all of these are already done. All you have to do is stamp, okay? So I wanted to give you an idea of a couple things that we can do that's so simple. And if you have the die cuts, if you don't have them, don't worry about them. It's just a little extra. We don't have to do it. And I think on this one, I didn't put any die cuts. Everything is from the kit. The tags, the 2 tags I used, and then of course the dimensionals to pop them up, some twine, the yellow round, which you could use this as a wreath too. This would be really pretty. And of course these come in plum, as well as this pretty green color. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. Great for a little hostess gift for Thanksgiving. And we're going to just do a real quick one here. I've already done most of these already, but I wanted to show you what you can do if you want to elaborate a little bit by doing some of the beautiful leaf stamping of the leaves with my seasonal layer stamp set and the seasonal layer die cut, and then popping these up. I did a whole bunch of leaves. Again, I used the vellum. So let's try one of these, okay? Let's see how that works out. It's going to be fun. F-U-N, yes. What we could do now is do a little stamping. I've got a whole bunch of extra paper here, and I thought, let's use up my leftover paper, and let's do some stamping with my little set here. And I had them all ready. Here they are. Look at me being so organized. Okay, this is the stamp I like from the seasonal grouping, and it makes this wonderful leaf that looks like it's, you know how you go outside and there's some leaves that have a little bit of white to them, and they're not perfect, and this is what it looks like when it's done. It's so pretty. So we're going to do a couple of them. I'm going to use some of Tim Holtz stuff. I've used the Delicata as well, the Celestial Copper, but I'm going to do some darker leaves because there's still some green leaves. You know, they're just hanging on for dear life, right? And here's the Mary Merlot. This is a real pretty leaf color as well. I'm using the Mary Merlot on the Sains, okay? So organized over here. There's so much in this kit, so it takes up the whole desk. I know. So let's try this Mossy Meadow leaf and see how it turns out for us. If it doesn't look good, it's not a big deal. Yeah, see? Look at that. That's a pretty leaf. There's still some green leaves, you know, on some of these maples trees. So, and everybody is just digging. I mean, some of the fall colors right now in Michigan are just stunning. So if you are not in this area or are in this area, you can you know what I'm talking about with all the pretty colors. This is going to be so pretty. Now I could put the veins in there as well, but with maybe a Memento Black, but I kind of like that it looks faded. Okay, so I'm going to use a little wipe to clean off my ink. A little stamp. I know, what a good girl. Let's try some of the distressed ink too, just for fun. Let's just see what it looks like. I think that would be kind of a fun thing to do. And I'll close that for just a minute. And let's get some more. Here's one. Okay. Let's see what this is going to look like. Okay. Yeah, my chili is on the slow cooker. I'm loving it. I love my slow cooker. All right. Let's see what this leaf looks like. Kind of that burnt orangey kind of look, you know, where it's not gonna. It's like my nails. I love my color. It's got a little glitter to it. Oh, I'm digging that. Look at that leaf. That looks like that. I'm loving that look. I love that leaf. Oh my God, I love them. I love the greens. Even though I love my terracotta ones, I'm digging this. I'm digging this one. So yeah, look at that. Now they give you a whole bunch of tags. Okay, so I wanted to show you the style of tags. We can put the stamping of that beautiful flower right down the middle and color it, all right? Or I could do some really pretty leaves right down the middle of this. And then you wouldn't have to use one of these tags. These tags are stunning. You could do something like this or like that, which is what I did on the other one. So just to give you an idea, there's so much, you know, like, oh my God, there's so much to do. And they're so fun. They're so easy. You know, you give one to your hairstylist, you know, do some fun stuff like that, put some wine in it. Well, maybe the small bottles would be kind of cute, wouldn't they? Oh my gosh, that would be cute with maybe a gift card or something. I just thought of that. I think that's pretty cute. I would like that. Okay, I got some more scrap paper. I definitely didn't want to use a brand new sheet when I know I've got a whole bunch in my stash, so I had to go searching. So let's do another of the Tim Holtz. Which one am I using? Distressed Ink Vintage. It's the Vintage Photo color. I think these are amazing, and they have that burnt-y kind of, you know, look that leaves do just as they get ready to. And you can make it lighter too, you know, you don't have to, like this one I made it really full color and then I did a stamp of the second one. That's really pretty. I am digging this. And then you don't even have to get it really that, you know, you don't even have to put that much stamp on. Just kind of play around with the different colors that you like. I think that was perfect. So let me cut all of these and I will get right back with you. I did some die cuts. We're just going to pop this little guy right out. And I have the Mossy Meadow, and I have the really nice distressed ink from Tim Holtz. And look at this. I did this by accident, thinking this was Whisper White. It came out really pretty, right? But if you turn it around, it's the gold foil. It's some leftover. So we could use either or. So now these are, you know, not required. You don't have to do leaves if you don't want to, or if you don't have the die cut. Not a problem, because the kit alone is absolute, like I said, is absolutely stunning. And this is one I did without any leaves at all. Just, this is everything from the kit. And I thought it came out just lovely. I'm going to elaborate a little bit on this one just because I've been playing around with it. Now, this is with the Celestial Copper I actually did. Oh, I did some embossing. I'm sorry, I did some gold embossing and used the Versamark. And that came out so pretty. And then I popped it up with one of the little cards, well, not cards, but a little stamp that I did. And these are so pretty. And then I just add more and more, and I add a whole bunch of embellishments. And I think it looks darling. And then let's do, you know, I could either do it like this, okay, or I could do this one here. Now it's going to go with this, I think. Or, wait a minute, I've got another tag that has nothing to do with this. But if we wanted to do something a little bit different, which I think I might do this one instead, and then we can still pop this with it, okay? So let's do, I'm going to pop that up, and then I'm going to put this right on it. Maybe I'll pop that up with it, and then we can add some more fun stuff as we go along. And then we're going to do the next one, okay? With all the pretty leaves that we just cut with the seasonal layers. See, you just need these two, and then the stamp set that goes with it, of course. And you're done. Now, if you've got leftovers like I did, from whatever cards you were making, bring them to the forefront because you can use them. Don't let them go to waste, like my little moose, for instance. Let's not let that little moose go to waste, right? Okay, so let's pop this up with my dimensionals and move my stamp set here, and we will get this going. Yeah, I made homemade chili. I usually make homemade bread with it. I'm trying to watch those carbs, but it's a good fall day for it, you know. It's in the slow cooker, and it smells so good here. I feel like the Food Network right now. Like who's making soup today, huh? Anybody? Is it feel like a fall day where you're at? Or is it summer somewhere, like in Australia? Probably. Yes, lucky them. But yeah, let's get these off. I'm gonna pop this right up. Now, I had this tag. It was an old tag that's been sitting around, needs some loving. And it's one of those vintage, again, from probably Tim Holtz. And why not use what you have in your scrap stash? And I'm gonna pop that little guy up. And you could go to town with this. You could just go to town. And what you could do now is you take all your fun stuff and you could just, you know, you just start building it up. I build like this usually. I kind of check it out if I like it, if it's too much. And then I go with if I want leaves on here. Now I put some leaves already on here, but it doesn't mean we can't add more. I had been using the terracotta tile, so I might add a brown just to give it a little bit more. Oh, look at the gold. I might add gold. That's right. Let's do gold. No one will know that I messed up on the other side. But it's, you know, it's a two-tone leaf. And then when you're doing this, I'm going to show you how to play around with the twine. What I did is, and I'll show you on the next one. Actually, I'll show you on the next one, but I'll show you really quick here. I just wrap it around my 4 fingers about 3 or 4 times, and then I cut it, and then that makes that really cool circle, okay, bigger or small, depending on how big you want it. And then this is how it looks, see? Because you're just gluing on top of the dimensionals underneath there, and it stays, okay? So it just depends on, you know, how big or long or how much of the twine you want to use, all right? There's like, I think 25 yards. Did I read that right? 10 yards of the binding ribbon and 17 yards. Wow. But the sheets, there's like 12 sheets of everything. So you will have leftovers. That's why there's so much on my desk right now. And this is an area right here too to add, when you've got this on here, when you've got your little dimensionals, this is also a good time to add your vellum, okay? Or an extra leaf if that's what you want to do. You can either snail it or add it right to this dimensional, and it makes it easy peasy, and it makes it more three-dimensional. So we're going to use that gold one because, you know, we planned it, didn't we? And oh, I kill me. So I'm just going to see where that dimensional is. I'm just going to snap that little stem right on there and see how it looks. Okay, I don't need the whole stem, so snap it right down, and then I'm digging it. And then once I like it, then I'll get the snail and start messing around with it. Okay, and really, you could go literally to town. Just add in a little bit more. You don't need a lot. If the stem breaks, it's not a big deal because we're not using it anyway. I just want that color of that really pretty leaf that we made. Oh dear, that's funny. Oh yeah, that would be pretty too. See, and then don't forget these pretty vellum leaves itself are so pretty. You know, they come right off. They're already die cut for you, and I want to make sure there was only one page. And then I just, you know, take them off. Again, these are just as pretty. I've got one there. I could add one more, like right here. And if you don't like it, you can take it right off and no one will know. You know, see, what do you think? Isn't that pretty? And then we'll add some more dimensionals too, you know, and that's it. I mean, that's it. Done. I'm going to add a little bit more snail right in the middle of this little guy, and then I'm just going to put him down. Now I put him using, when I was building this up, I used one of the round circles, okay, because you get so many of these. And then I'm obviously popping this up so you can see a little bit of that yellow one. You may not even want to use it, but I do like a little bit more texture. And this is a narrow tag, so isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. All right, now this one isn't going to be as hard because this hole is a little bit bigger than the ones. These all have holes in them, by the way, okay? So just pop them right out, and you'll see that there's a little hole in each of these. That's where your little string goes, or ribbon, I'm sorry. This one's a little bit bigger to see, and I love it. Isn't this pretty? You could use this as a card too. Some people are just, you know, making cards right out of it. You could just pop this right on here on the card, and you'd have now you have a card. I'm liking that too. Oh, I'm digging it. Okay, so I know it gets confusing. Like, what should I use it for? I love it. I love it. There's no need to tape this down unless you want it to. You could actually, you know, snail this right down here so it makes a nice scene. And you're done. And you wouldn't have to put any ribbon. But I want to put ribbon on it. So I'm just going to use, I think about this much. Let me get my fabric scissors. Okay. And I'm just going to this little guy right here. So cute. And whoops, dropped my stamps. Okay. And there we go. And you can make more ribbons out of this like I did on that first one. But if I had more leaves on here, so I don't think I need that much. I mean, I could go to town on just one and it would take all day just for that one. Look how cute that is. Oh, now wouldn't that be great with something from Bath and Body Works? Or how about a pretty candle? Okay. Give thanks, and then put this in here with some pretty tissue paper, of course, and see how pretty that'll sit for the holidays. Look at that. That's so cute. Now let's do one that is going to utilize some of these leaves. I used the foil leaves already. Okay. I could do another card like this, but I really love this. So I'm actually thinking we should do another card with some leaves on it like I did before. And I just love that they're, you know, it's just a really simple card. It's not a lot. It doesn't have to be a lot on that card. It's just a really simple, pretty card. Now, when you're using this grouping here, you can go and use this if you want. I'm going to just use this little guy right here. I think this really helps when you're kind of in a mind block and you don't know what to do. I think if you start building it up really and just taking your time, you'll have something before you know it. I also have these ready, already stamped, okay? And I think they're so nice, thankful for friends like you. And, you know, you already know kind of where you want it, but you just want to make sure that that's where exactly you want it, okay? Now, let's do the twine, okay? So, I know that I don't need this yet. I want to just build this little guy right up. Let's use these two, okay? Oh my gosh, let's use everything. I mean, it's so simple. Once you get going and you get organized with all the whole kit, because there's so much in the kit, you know, then you'll feel like, okay, now I'm on a roll. Like, I've got, what, 5 of these done already? Or 4 or 5 of them. And I really like the way they look. Now I can focus on some cards. I'm going to do one more of the little bag, which I love the bags. I just love them. And, okay. Now remember, you want to do it on this side because this is the side you want to see. All right? I know it feels like it's the wrong side, but it's not. It's not the wrong side. The only thing is I think I might have put, yeah, that's fine because I'm going to cover it anyway. So what I want to do is I want to get some of these pretty leaves that are all covered here that we can't find. Ah, here we go. I had everything organized. Yeah, I know, it's crazy how many die cuts I'm sitting on, you know. Now, I love to do this. You know, when you have your stamp already done, okay, on your little label here, you can start building up this and then putting it on here, okay? I like it like this, all right? So I'm just going to get these together so they stay in one area, okay? So this little leaf is going to be with this gold leaf, and then this gold leaf is going to be with this brown leaf. And I want it to just do a little bit of the leaf so they stay together so they don't drive me nuts. All right, see, just like that. Okay, simple. I've done that before on some other cards, and it just makes it so much easier, you know. Oh, I like that. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to cut right there. My scissors. It just makes that nice, loosey kind of textured look on your card. You know, whatever card you're going to be doing, it's going to just be dynamite. Okay. So I'm just going to place these right on top of the dimensionals, okay? Now the ones that are by themselves, you see what I did? I literally just plastered them right down on the dimensionals. And then my little leaves, so then you can't see anything that I've just done. So let's put this guy, I'm gonna make sure you can see most of your string, okay? The only part you really want hanging on the dimensionals is the area that you don't need, okay? So I do want some of that to be seen, and I want some of that. There we go. And then hope for the best. Okay, all right, okay. See, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's just to add some texture, okay? That's it. All I'm trying to do is add a little texture with this twine. Pretty cool, huh? I know. Okay. It can be a pain sometimes, but once you get the scragglers where you want them, there we go. Then you're fine. Okay. As long as you're not gluing yourself, right? Okay, so here's my little saying, and I definitely want to pop this up. I think I'm going to first just put this on here. And I'll show you why. There we go. Okay, that's so cute. I am going to add this to this bigger one. And the reason I'm going to do that is it gives me a bigger circle to play around with. And I can start putting these underneath this circle. Isn't that cute? What a cute idea. See? Look how pretty that is. You know, let's make this as a card instead. I'm digging it. I know, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's like every minute it changes. So I'm going to flatten this one down. And what I'm going to do is put this right in the circle. I love the colors of this. It looks like it's painted. And then let's take the vellum of these guys here, all right, and kind of place where you'd like to place them, okay? And let's do a third one, maybe up here. I love to fill a card up. I think it looks a dynamite. So there's 3 of them, all right? I always use an odd number. That's just me. And I'm just going to, you know, just enough so it doesn't get off the page. I should remember it if we're going to put this in an envelope. Yeah. Look at that. And this is what you guys can win. You know, this has got so many cards. So if you've got a big family or even a small family and you want to give out a whole bunch of cards this season, you can use these not only just for Thanksgiving or fall. You can make these into Christmas cards as well. So, you know, something to think about to get for free. Oh, that's so pretty. Now, I'm going to also add these pretty little, see, oops, I've got little dimensionals on them. I've got this little guy to use. I've got this one to use. See, I've got all of these to use. I've got plenty of leaves if I don't want to stamp. Okay, and don't forget the green leaves as well. So if I don't feel like, you know, stamping, I can just use those. All right, so how to go crazy, right? Now, what I like about doing 2 different circles sometimes is you can add more without it getting too much on this one. And you're adding it right here, and you know, you just go to town on it, okay? And you can play around with these because you really only want to see the leaves. So if you don't like where it is, just move it. Make sure it's gonna be enough so that you can still use your pretty little envelope. Look at the pretty envelopes that go with that. I mean, how pretty is that? And then this goes right on top I'm loving that one too. And, oh, I need dimensionals. Yes. I'm glad they give you 180 of these. Because I'm going to use them all. You know? Thank goodness. But they give you some great ideas. I just hope that I can give you some ideas as well. And you like kind of my ideas as for some different opportunities to make with these pretty little, this little kit. You know, it's a darling kit. I've only bought a few paper pumpkins, and I decided to buy this one. I really was like it. I really liked it, and I'm really glad I did now. And then I bought an extra one, so if I could do a contest, and that would be fun, huh? Okay, so we're gonna stick it right in the middle with all my pretty leaves. Oh my God, that's so pretty. And so the texture, isn't that pretty? Now let's add dimensionals on this one. Okay. I mean not dimensionals, I'm sorry. Let's add some embellishments. I think we have enough dimensionals on here. I'm gonna have to vacuum. I've got so many of these little guys on the floor. Okay. I know, they just kind of attack you, you know. Yeah, try to be neat. There we go. Okay, so let's add some embellishments. That's what I meant to say. I love to put it on my sentiment. Okay, nice. I love that these are already punched out for us. You know, I think they're so. When I look here and I see all the pretty of what the kit includes, you know, that there's so much here of beautiful beautiful stuff to make all these cards and to make these beautiful bags. I think that it's just amazing. So I'm glad I got it. Now you see the leaves, the brown ones, or the taupe ones. I'm going to add a little bit of embellishment on those as well, just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. And they're sticky, so they'll stay, or they'll stay on you too. There we go. Just, you know, here and there. It doesn't have to be, just can be sporadic. And oh yeah, that's so pretty. Okay, that's pretty. Stop. Get there. I should use my Stampin' Up tool. I don't know why I don't use that. Okay. And then inside, I'm going to put Happy Thanksgiving. I have it already done, and that'll be right inside here for Happy Thanksgiving. And then just to make sure you've got plenty of embellishments on here, you can always add a little bit of touch of some burgundy, you know, just a little bit to ward off the colors of the leaves if you want to. Also, I didn't add any leaves down here. I usually do. You definitely could add another leaf down here, or if you didn't want to do that, you could add another one of, oh, yeah, let's just double check. Here's another leaf that's already done, so we don't have to do anything. See, you could just use these leaves, and you'd be done, and you could do it there too. So, just to give you some ideas, I kind of like just that the twine's peeking out, and I love that I used a lot of the embellishments as well as all the pretty die cuts that are already done, and then of course I added some more. So that's a pretty card to send out for Thanksgiving. I know. Now, this one here I did earlier with the, like I told you, the terracotta. Made it very simple. Very simple hello. This could be a thank you card, something very simple. Maybe something's coming up, you want to remind somebody, or maybe just drop a note for someone. Now, if you wanted to do that with the extra leaves that we made today, let me see. Is this all? Okay, so they're no gold. We used all the gold ones. I really like the idea that I did earlier. I did this one with this leaf, and then I used the other die cut. But I thought, let's just do the same idea, and I can do it either way. I kind of like that it's up. Make sure the cards go in the right way. That's always helpful. Or do it down. You just don't know what you're going to do until you start doing it. You just go crazy. And just, you know, two simple leaves on here. I think that it says so much, and you don't even have to put anything on there, you know. I think I'm just going to do that. So let's just snail this right down. Okay. See how fast you can do these? And you know, you can go more elaborate and cover this if you want and put this on here and, you know, do all that fun stuff. I don't think I need to do all that. I think I just wanted to keep it simple. Now, that's if I wanted to add some more dimension. But I think just having the leaves all by themselves makes a perfect little card. So I have a wreath already done, all right? And here it is, already done here. But if I put this wreath on here, it's going to be too big for the envelope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the bigger circles that already has the colors of a wreath inside of it. Isn't that pretty? Now, let's try it with one of our tags, okay? And won't this be pretty? Because I added some diamonds on it. I don't know if you can really see them, but added some diamonds. Let's pop this little baby up because I might want to put something behind it. You know how you have the fall wreaths? Maybe you've got one at your house, on your front door. Sometimes there's some greenery behind the wreath. So that's something to think of too when you're doing this. I think it'd be, you know, kind of a cool idea. So, okay. See how many ideas you can come up with? And I'm here by myself. So if I was, you know, doing this with a whole bunch of people, I mean, we'd be on a roll. You know, because everybody would have different ideas, and, you know, that's what makes it so much fun when you start putting this together, you know. I just think these are going to be so cute to hand out, you know, with a card that matches. Matchy matchy. I like that. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to take this tag. There we go. Take the tag. Put it on here. I mean, so far so good, right? And I happen to have this sitting around, and I'm just going to use it. I've already put some embellishments on it already, which is the gold embellishments right here. I think it looks perfect. Now, let's take, not the leaves, but let's take some of these. Now, I didn't play with this stamp today, but it does come with the stamp, and you can, again, watercolor it, and that would be pretty on the white tags that we have here. See these white tags? And that's where you could really go to town and paint. Not doing that today, so I'm just going to see what this looks like if we add some of these, okay, to my wreath. I think these are so pretty. Okay. And what you can do, it really goes to town when you're doing a tag, because it doesn't matter how big it is because you're not putting it through the mail, you know. I'm just going to see if it'll fit down here. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Before I put this down, I want to see if I, you know, really like it. If I don't like it, then I'll take it off. But, there we go. And I want this one to go right here. There we go. Okay. All right, so this one's looking good. I'm looking for, like you guys would know what that is. I'm looking for those brown little leaves. Ah, here we go. Thanks for telling me where they were. I appreciate it. Okay, these are really pretty. And you know, you always see those on a wreath, you know. So sometimes you don't have to, you can, you know, you don't have to put it right behind it. You could put it right on the wreath itself. I just wanted to use this die cut. It's been sitting already done for months, and hadn't had any thought of using it. So let's use it, right? But let's make it more fall looking, you know? So by putting the brown leaves on this, it can, you know, make it more of a fall wreath than a Christmas wreath, which I think would be kind of pretty too. And if you don't want to put it through there, you can just, you know, again, I think we could just put them this way. Let's just do that because it might be easier. I'd be here all day. What's Karen doing? I don't know. Yeah, let's do it this way. Okay. And if it looks, if you don't like it, then we won't use it. Simple. Oh yeah. I mean, you know how we used to have these leaves sticking out. That's what I wanted. I want it to be more dimensional, and then be on the tag. It'd be so pretty. Okay, let's get some more of these. Okay, make sure you got the right color though. It's going the right way. And I put the two together. I just think it would be really pretty if you just did it, you know, more, it just looks like there's bunches of them, you know. And then I would do 3. So I'll do 1 down here, and I've got the 2 up here, okay? You can use any wreath you have, any die cut you have. You know, it doesn't have to be Stampin' Up! If you've got one. We do have a pretty one. If you have that, you can use that. Or whatever you've got left over sitting that you've already die cut that you haven't used yet, you know. Go for it. There we go. I always stress, use what you already have first. Don't worry about if you don't have exactly what I have, okay? And then, look. That's so pretty. Now, remember, it's got its base, all right? We started with a really pretty base. Look how pretty that is. Oh. Now I think I'm going to add leaves. Isn't this great? I mean, you could go to town on this. Look at that. Let's add some leaves to it now. See? A Christmas wreath that is now going to be a fall wreath. That's what I'm digging right now. And I've got so many of these that I haven't used yet. So there we go. Oh yeah. Definitely need one down here. And you really don't know what you're going to do until you start doing it. So there we go. See, I wish you guys were here. You'd go, oh, that looks beautiful. Well, I hope you would say that anyway. Okay, now remember, I used the vellum of these little guys as well. All right, now you could use these vellum pieces. In fact, let's just try one really quick, just to see. It may be too big, so that's why I didn't think it was necessary. I think the leaves are perfect. So that's why I put the vellum, the little berries behind it. Okay, it's still gonna look like it's part of the wreath though. Oh yeah, so I think we're ready to put this right down on here. I'm not going to pop it up. It's already popped up on the yellow circle. I'm just going to make sure I don't glue myself. Okay. Okay, that is So cute. What a pretty, pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Now remember, you have that circle. Whoops, it's upside down. You have the little area to put your ribbon in. So I had that upside down. So let me just put it the right way. I knew there was something I was missing. Like, don't forget that. Otherwise, you're going to have to glue it straight on that little bag if you did that. Okay, that's amazing. That's, I know, I've got another bag. Now you could just glue this little guy right down, you know, make your own bags. Bags by Karen. Now, before we go and, you know, tie it up or do whatever, let's just double check and see if we need any dimensionals, if we need any leaves. We've got so many things to pick from, you know, from all these little guys here. Do we need any? So, you know, we can always punch one out, see if we like it. If we don't like it, we'll take it off. Again, I used mostly the leaves and the vellum and the taupe leaves. I think this kind of takes away from it, so I don't think I need it. But I definitely would like some more embellishments just on the taupe leaves here. I've been doing that with some of the other, let me see. Here, I did it on this one here. Gosh, that's pretty. It's a really pretty card. There we go. And you just need to, you know, kind of disperse them wherever you want. It doesn't have to be anything magical. You know, just wherever you think you need some little embellishments. Okay. I'm digging that. I'm digging it. So get your little bag. All my goodies. Oh my goodness, all my goodies. Okay, all right, throw that away. Now let's get some ribbon. Okay, now I've got my little hole right here. What I usually do is I just take something like a needle and I put the ribbon right through it and it goes right through. How about that? I know. Little helpful hint. I feel like Martha. Okay. Whoops, got the right one. And yeah, these are great for the holidays too. If you wanted to make more of a Christmas one, you could still use this same kit and make a really kind of an earthy, you know, ornament kind of style. You can make these as ornaments. Oh my gosh, yes. Why not, right? Because you've got the ribbon, you could hang it up on a tree. How pretty would that be? Especially with a lot of ladies that like more of that earthy kind of Christmas tree vibe. Handcrafted kind of style, you know. That would be kind of pretty. Get your kids involved. Okay. There we go. Made a decent ribbon. Yeah. Okay. The ribbons do take a while, but I'm digging it. I think what we should do is just make it a little bit. Okay. I played with the ribbon, and instead of tying it on here, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to glue this down, because I know on my wreaths that I have, I like the ribbon just going all the way down to the wreath, and I think that really makes it. So I'm going to dimensional this baby up. I know, I changed my mind. You can still put it through the hole or not. You don't have to, it's up to you. And if you don't want to do it that way, you can definitely just tie it right around the handle of the bag. All right, so here we go. Oh, that's so pretty. We're gonna just put it right here. Bam. And that is beautiful. And it stays pretty flat, the ribbon does. Isn't that beautiful? That's so pretty. Okay, my last one is Grateful for Family Like You. And I used the Mary Merlot that came with the stamp set, okay? And instead of doing another bag, which I could do, I'm going to do this as a card, and it'll be a Thanksgiving card. And that's it. I mean, that's all we need to do, right? So let's get this dimensionaled up. I've got my little dimensionals on here. I'm just going to center this really nice. And oh my God, it's so cute. So pretty. And it, you know, fall is such an abundance of colors and, you know, vegetables and everything. And that's why I like doing this with a lot of different leaves, a lot of different colors, because that's what fall over here, at least in Michigan, that's what it reminds me of. And, you know, I have all these pretty leaves, and I thought, oh my gosh, we have to use them. So again, a little bit of embellishment with my little gold. Not my diamonds this time, it's just gold, right? Second thing that I like, gold and diamonds. Okay. Let's just see if I want to pop one on the berry. Yeah. Just for a little color, you know, kind of disperse again. Just disperse where you want. Nothing fancy. But remember, all this comes with it, so pretty. Oh, I love these. I've got so many of these. You know, what we get 180 of these or 200. Again, pop this right up, and it's all about just the layering of it, okay? Isn't that pretty? Well, this is all that we did today, just using this kit, and there's still more supplies, more envelopes, a lot more cards to utilize, as well as the tags, okay? And these beautiful cards, and some more craft bags. So whoever buys $75, the first one, you're getting a paper pumpkin in the mail. I know. And I hope you enjoyed making these really pretty bags for the wonderful fall season. I think they turned out so pretty. And from the pretty little wreath one to just using what we had that the kit gave us, to maybe embellishing just a little bit with the seasonal layers, the stamp set and die cut, and just building up on the leaves, and then also using what we already had cut out on previous cards as well, making it just a really pretty fall gift-giving season. So you know, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you want this little kit as much as I want you to have it, all right? Well, have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Take care. All right, bye.